Hello everyone, welcome to another episode with me where we discuss how can you get into your dream company. In today's episode, our guest is Mr. Srijit Majumder. He is a pass out of the 2022 batch from NIT Durgapur and is currently working as an associate consultant in the Oracle Solution Services. Srijit, welcome to this show. How is everything going on at your end?
Hi, Swagata. It has been a pleasure to be invited here. Yeah, as for my end, everything is going well and fine. How are you? It's been a long time since we talked. Yeah.
Yes, we are almost meeting after a year or so. Everything is going on good on my side too. So this, why we have come here today because our viewers would want to actually know how you have got into Oracle Solution Services. So if you could give a brief explanation, like what is your role there or what is the work culture. So over the course of this whole video, we are going to discuss about it so that viewers will also get to know like how they can grab a job at Oracle Solution Services as you did. So what's your role there?
Okay, so at Oracle Solution Services, I work as an associate consultant. My job role here is basically to use Java and Groovy scripting to create code that can be used for continuous integration and continuous development, which is often abbreviated to CI/CD. And use this in order to run certain processes by which integrations take place. And by integrations, I mean when a certain file is taken and thoroughly processed to be used by the database. So this is my job to just create integrations through which files are fed into the database. So this is my yeah.
To know. So what is like this is your job as a you are working in a project, right? About the project or the whole scope of this work.
What I said about my job, it is actually related to my project. As a job, an associate consultant is like a broad range of work. There are different projects, and each project has its own requirement. But the basic is that you will need an understanding of SQL as well as Java. This is the prime basic. Apart from that, any other project that requires any other skill set will have its own training to be completed so that you can work on that skill and use that to complete the project. In my case, in my work, I had to learn this Groovy in order to create these integrations. But in some other project, you may use some other technology. So therefore, an associate consultant is basically a helping hand.
There are multiple projects here in Oracle, and all of you are assigned different tasks, and based on this, like another associate consultant in the same company might entirely have different set of responsibilities,
Yeah.
probably in the same company, but technically might it might be different from what you are doing
Yes.
here. So
Yes.
that
Absolutely.
get it.
Absolutely.
So what was your degree? Like, what did you major at?
Okay, so about my academic qualifications, after my higher secondary, I gave my JEE entrance exam where I secured a rank high enough to be enrolled into the electrical engineering course of uh, NIT Durgapur, of course, BTech, and I graduated in 2022. And yeah, I ap- after that I had been selected in campus hiring by Oracle. Then
So you are one of those hardworking guys who gets the into IITs and NITs.
hardworking guys getting IITs and NITs, so that's not so dreamy. I
Give
never worked hard. I never worked hard. I only worked hard in the last semester.
so like basically you got this as a campus placement or was it an off campus?
Basically, I got this as a campus placement. I mean, like, of course, a campus placement only because my goal was to get one from campus placement. But uh, here I would just warn people that while campus placements might sound appealing, it is actually not what you want. You may want to get out and then apply for one job because campus placements they often come in batches, right? So what happens is that this salary that you get, it is often non-negotiable. That is like if you are not someone who provides a major value to some company, and many people may not come up with this topic to you, like this is one of your main motivations, na? Ki like you must work and the value that you provide must be returned back to you. That is your salary. So, like this for campus placements, this is lesser. I mean, moreover, I would say campus placements are overrated. You should definitely try to do it off campus, where you can negotiate with the boss. After knowing, of course, what the on-campus placement rates are.
Yeah. Sure. So, like you said, you are from electrical engineering, and now
Yeah.
you are in IT field. Was electrical engineering like it helped you to get an IT job, or it was like a kind of a hindrance? Because as you were saying that you people should apply, try for off campus, but I like most of the time I have seen that they have this specific requirements, eligibility criteria in which they say ki you have to be from CSIT or this background as your major. But in your case, it was an electrical engineering major, and still you got into IT. So was it helpful or was it the hindrance in your case?
Yeah, here this is a very interesting question actually. Let's see. I was when I was in my first year. I actually did not have much knowledge about this scenario at all, like hiring anything, whatever. I was just completely oblivious to the world. Many people just took to coding just for showing off and fashion, and then after 3 4 weeks they dropped it. So I thought like I was too impressed by the same trend, and I after that I thought coding was something which people do just to what flaunt around. But later it was like a much lot later when I just saw the precarious state of the mm, jobs in electrical, I mean all the core branches to be specific. Precarious in the sense is I won't say it's that precarious because to many people it might be like, okay, this job is enough. But if you want that level of job that you want, that is like a good enough income, then the core branches might not appreciate that amount of salary that you are proposing to them. So, like only the IT fields here they offer a much higher margin, but also the risk is there. The risk is there truly. So yeah, it often comes as a hindrance because like when the computer science, when the ECE students, they all study ECE. They have databases in their syllabus, and while computer science, they have their languages in their syllabus. So, and not only that, they also have those mathematics in their syllabus. So, as a result, it helps them a lot. Whereas we only have those as our electives during the third year and fourth year. So our own subjects have a lot of study that often hinders us from actually making progress in the field of coding. So that's why oftentimes many companies they just shut the door. They don't care to look because they believe like the core brand student does not have enough time to hone his craft of coding. But yeah, as I say, if you have the skills to code, you will definitely get a job. Yes, you will definitely get the job if you have the skill.
Your case, was it very easy for you to catch up the work that they were doing? being from electrical engineering
This
background.
is actually a question of psychology, actually. This is like, I may say this, like, have you heard of this experiment where, like, a small child was made to learn a foreign language, while a big adult was also made to learn a foreign language? The child learned it much faster than the adult. So the thing that is happening here, it is not that the adult is well versed in a language, so therefore he can I mean carry on that knowledge to some other field. No, that does not happen. The thing that happens here is that the adult cannot unlearn. The adult has more experiences. He cannot unlearn those experiences to accept these new learnings. The child, on the other hand, has no learnings. Therefore, he can only learn from that point. So, this is what happens when students of other streams go into these technical jobs. They have no experience. I mean, they have experience in coding, but what? It is like basic structures, all loop concepts, all theory, no practical applications. The more a student can adapt there, the better it becomes for the student. So, yeah, as I said, a prime example is me only. I'm from CBSE board, right? And the CBSE board does not teach Java. So I only knew C++ and SQL till class 12. My 4 years of engineering, I did not touch programming because I was busy studying electrical. So when my interview happened, and I just polished up my knowledge for C++ and SQL, and I had to learn a bit of Java from outside because Oracle highly values Java. So I could basically tell because I learned everything new and fresh, as well as keep my old knowledge. Once I was inside, I learned that C++ wasn't needed, but instead Groovy was needed. So I had to learn that again. So, like what? In 6 months, I had to learn everything. Like Java, I knew little. I had to learn that. C++, I sorry, this Groovy scripting, I knew little. I had to learn that. So, like in 6 months, learning Groovy scripting and Java, but it is like all the structures of the languages are the same, right? All the syntax are the same. So, basically, you can relate, and yeah, it's just the syntax that matters at the end. So, sure,
This
this
was
is
a
my
very,
answer on.
it sums up pretty much the questions of every core engineering students nowadays, like what they should do, should they go there, or even if they get into an IT job through the campus placement, which most of the time the campus placements are for IT jobs. Still, they're worried like how would they manage there. Now, this gives a lot of motivation, like whatever you said, and the example that you gave, this does give a lot of motivation for the students currently enrolled into core engineering programs wanting to go to IT fields. So, like, that's we got to know more a lot about what your job is, or basically what all things you have to learn. But the thing is, now people do have to get the job, right? So, if you could explain us more about the interview structure or whatever, what are the steps before the interview, like the exams you had, the was there any CV shortlisting or anything like that? You said it was a campus offer.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, probably they had allowed different, like they had given already, like this is the CGPA cutoff, or these are the branches eligible. So, what were the eligibility criteria for Oracle?
Okay, so when I first got this offer, I mean, when I got this offer on the group, that is, there was a group for us where this in every departmental group, this job offers were posted. So, like when I saw the offer, it had a cutoff of 7.5 CGPA, which, to be really honest, anyone with a little bit of effort can surely get. So, like the 7.5 cutoff wasn't the main problem of the students. After that, what comes? Like there was like this what Word, Microsoft Excel, that also, I mean, Microsoft Excel, then PowerPoint, that also people can do nowadays. The main thing is the coding part. That is the C++, Java, and SQL. These were these weren't prerequisites to be honest, but no one told that this is what is needed because this is where the students have to research and find out what Oracle is, what they focus on, and what is actually needed there. Because I won't be going into this Oracle that focuses on Java and tell them I know Python. That will surely backfire, right?
Yeah.
So a test followed. In that test, there were like four sections. One section was for quantitative aptitude, one section was for English, one section was logical reasoning, and another section was programming. This programming was basically C++ and OOP concepts. OOP concepts. Now here there is a division. There Oracle was actually hiring for two types of uh, two types of employees. One was the software developer and another was associate consultant. So for software developers, it was the competitive programming. For associate consultant, it was just program structures and hook concepts, like the basic of the basic. So yeah, cut off. After that, out of the shortlisted names, I was there. We were then scheduled to go for three interviews. Say the interview process. Then what happened? So it was like three rounds of interview for each candidate. Those candidates that were selected from the shortlisted people after the test. So, but here, those three rounds were not for everyone. That is, after round one, people got eliminated. They weren't allowed to go for round two. Only the people selected from round one were allowed to go to round two. And same applied for round two to round three. People got eliminated in between. So, mm, the first round was an introductory round. An introductory round is basically where they check your attitude, to be really honest. I mean, it's not even a knowledge round, it's just an attitude round and like how seriously you present yourself, as well as like how much free you are, how much proactive you are, that they check that. How much you are willing to cooperate with the company. If you, I mean, if you sit too uptight or like you are too relaxed, you will definitely not be considered like that because there are limits. I mean, but that does not mean you are all serious, right? You just take a natural approach, be natural, and they will appreciate that. The second was a technical interview test. So, like here, they ask what was in the test. I mean, the structure of C++, SQL statements, then basic Java commands, then like oops concepts, and all these. It's just purely technical. Like they ask some 10 to 12 questions or something like that. And yeah, sometimes they might even give you a paper and ask you to explain what is going on. So yeah, sometimes like front to front, there is also a chance of like try. Basically, in that round, what he's trying to do is like he's trying to ascertain the quality of whom he is hiring. So
Mhm.
if you just fumble at those steps, you are bit doomed. So even if you cannot answer that, you should not fumble at that time. Instead, just calmly and coolly give the wrong answer. That gives a much better impression than just fumbling all the time and being less confident on yourself. That is what I say. Because if you give the wrong answer while being confident about it, they can at least highlight your mistake and then they will say you will learn instead of saying, and yeah, if they point out your mistakes, you never try to argue with them. You must always say that I will learn from this mistake. That is a much positive outcome than trying to being self-righteous. because an interviewer is always above you, not because he wants to hire you, not because like he wants someone's help or
That's
mercy or something like that. So in those technical questions, always be careful. Just use the minimum amount of words required and do not try to elaborate or something like that. Just use minimum amount of words. No unnecessary elaboration. After that, there comes this HR test. HR test is basically again logical questioning. It's another attitude round only. Your attitude matters here. He will ask tough, crazy questions and like it all matters what you reply and with what tone and also with like he will see your conviction like your motive what you are doing he will try to analyze what you are saying so you have to measure each and every word with care so basically, there were there were a few questions which my interviewer asked me. They were a bit difficult. Like the logical questions was also difficult. Apart from logical, there were also a few questions. Mm, those are like I won't term them logical. Let's say situation based. Yeah, that is more.
like if you
Yeah.
remember, it can help our viewers also to get an idea of what kind of questions. Basically, what you are telling is that the interview round, you should be careful with whatever words that come out of your mouth. Like a wrong word, and your chances are ruined. In technically also, and also HR round also, a
It's
single wrong.
not. No, 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 no. No. In technical round only. In technical round, do not let a single wrong word come out of your mouth. But by wrong, I do not mean the answer is wrong. I mean like fumbling or like being less confident of yourself. That type. If you are wrong, you can be wrong, but be confident about being wrong. But that does not mean you just be wrong. You will just have to keep the attitude that you are learning. That is what the interviewer wants to see, as well as you being a bit like, okay, I am accepting of my fault. This is what they want to see. Someone taking the responsibility.
That's a
Because,
pretty.
yeah, because many people just want to blame others. That is not right.
You are talking about the situation type questions. If you
Yeah.
remember, then that would be great. Although it's been a long time, almost 2 years, but still, if you remember,
Situation based questions. It's like it's like these type of questions where like imagine one part it's like imagine there is one party to whom you own a debt and another party who needs money for immediate uh, emergency that is like his life is going away and he needs money to whom you will give money and why this type of questions
so these
so
are,
basically these
yeah,
are questions that raise a moral standard or something like that of your moral conviction. Like, what do you believe is the better step? It does not necessarily have a right answer, but it will make the interviewer understand to which direction you are thinking
like
and
what,
whether you match the company's goals and visions or not. So, like, these questions are specifically designed and engineered like that.
probably they have some kind of analogous situation which they have in mind, but they are not telling what they are going to think. Okay, so this person is going to act in this way if this analogous situation comes up. Probably the best I can think from the example that you gave is suppose you have a work due in some time and then somebody again comes to you help asking for some other important work.
In my case, actually, the interview wasn't as planned as it was because every people had the 3 rounds. I, however, had just 2 rounds. Just 2 rounds. What
So
happened here was that what happened here was that after my first round, my second round just got so late that they decided that I would automatically be starting the third round. So my two rounds just merged. I could not catch a break. And my two rounds just merged into a 4 hour long.
So, what was your preparation strategy for this, or for the Oracle, or for any other placements in general? If you could share like resources from where our viewers also can study.
For preparation, for resources, I would say like there are a lot of books. Uh, there is YouTube also from where you can learn a lot of stuff. But if you have your knowledge and your class 12 books, yeah, that is more than enough. Like learn a bit of Java, learn C++. I think you already have SQL in your syllabus. So yes, those are important. But just learn C++, Java, and SQL. These are the three most.
Like, how long have you been in this company?
Okay, so I've been in this company for a year and a half now, and I've worked in two projects.
Like, how is the work life there? Is the company culture or anything? If you can tell me more about it.
Yes, yes. So the company culture is pretty good. There is always team spirit, and also the most important thing is that this company culture that you are saying of, it cannot be understood unless you come to office. I mean, yeah, on the online meets, there are always people and you can just talk to them. You can just understand what they are saying, say your own thoughts. That will make you feel as a team, and that's it. But it is not until you come to the office then you will realize the real meaning of what team actually is. Like to spontaneously, like spontaneously explain as well as interact with those people forward in front. That is what this Oracle office, I mean, Oracle is. So here, it is a demerit if you keep any uh, thing that you aren't being able to do hidden to yourself. It is about sharing. Like you share something you cannot do, the entire team learns how to tackle that situation. So it's not like it is you cannot do it, so it is your fault, kind of like that. It is uh, the entire team who is impacted by each of its members' work, progress as well as inability, the same. So the whole team helps each individual to learn. This is a very good work culture of Oracle. Also, Oracle has a very deep culture of learning. Like each project of Oracle uses different technologies. So for learning these technologies, there are a host of different programs that Oracle has created, and these are all available under a website of Oracle. It is like Oracle. It is called Oracle University. Such a website exists, and it lists all the courses that you need for each project. So, like, it is a very useful and helpful resource, especially for newbies who are lacking in the technical department. That is a very good place from where you can get your doubts as well as your technical uh, dilemmas resolved. So, Oracle just has this culture of expanding your knowledge depending upon your teammates as well as distrust environment. So yeah, very good. And about personal life, Oracle just demands 8 hours of your time per day. It does not matter where those 8 hours come from. You can work for like 5 hours in the morning and 3 hours at night. That is fine. Aside from some like immediate demands, like this meeting must be held now with the client, or like I must inform you about this situation that is happening, so therefore it is uh, it is urgent that I schedule a meet with you. Apart from this small little stuff, it is manageable. You just do the work assigned to you in any time of the day you feel comfortable. So, yes, it's a very balanced life.
So as you were telling that you got the job in Oracle through on campus, so probably it's not that Oracle visits every college in India, but there are people who would definitely want to join this. So like, do you have any idea how one can get into this company through off-campus placement? Like, what are the steps? Do they have any hiring challenges or some kind of thing like that, or it's only the employee referrals that work?
Mm, here, like anyone can just post to Oracle. I mean, Oracle, when they put out hiring notices, the employee, anyone who wishes to be employed has to track track these, and uh, they must be very careful of what position they wish to choose, because not everyone can do everyone's job. It's not about the sake of money. I mean, like, if you do not meshed well within what Oracle wants, you may be sidelined from projects. So, like, you have to be very careful about the job role you want. So, and for the part where, like, about the campusing part, yeah, because Oracle comes to those universities on their own volition, so therefore we do have an advantage when it comes to colleges, but there is a lot of, I mean, vacancies always available. I mean, not that a lot, but I mean, still, vacancies you will always hear popping up here and there. You will just have to grab one of the chances and impress the uh, interviewer, because like if you impress the interviewer, your job is done. Does not matter who the manager is or something like that. It is just about impressing the interviewer. You have to research about the company, understand what the company sells, the products, the services they offer, etc., etc. And yeah, based upon that, just impress the interviewer. Anyone who can impress the interviewer, and not only about this research stuff, they should know their knowledge also. I mean, they should know what skills the Oracle demands. So as long as they fit within this criteria, you can get any role you want in Oracle. Yeah, Oracle does not discriminate between who is from a good college or bad college or anything. It just looks upon how much skill you.
And people can apply through referrals. That is like,
Yeah, referrals are always there. I mean, the company always, I mean, to us only mails come that like for referrals, both I mean, yeah, a team is awarded for referrals. Oracle strongly believes in referring the right person, because like a team with the right person can often make a project go way smoother than what it was before. So Oracle strongly believes in human resources. So therefore, yeah, referrals are a great way.
people can contact you, like our viewers can contact you if they want to get a referral into Oracle.
Yeah, so for viewers, uh, I think I should not give out my phone number, but if you should really, if you want to contact me, you can contact me at srijit4@gmail.com. Yeah.
I can add your LinkedIn to the description if that's so. Like, I guess we are done with today's session. If you have any additional information which you might have missed during the conversation to share with us.
Just don't be nervous on interview day. That is what I will say. Just do not be nervous. Be confident, and even if you are wrong, be confident.
So that's it from us. It was a very nice session with Srijit here. Hope you have a bright future ahead and all the best for your life.